something hit me the other night, and I had to tell you. I know you've got young children, and I do as well. And I was reading a story to my two boys the other night. They're 4 and 5 years old, and they love pirate stories. All right, so there's the pirate, there's the ship, there's the gold. There's always some conflict. And my son Caden said to me this, Robert, and I think you might like this. He said, "Papa, why does the pirate have a treasure map?" And I just stopped and I thought, why does he have a treasure map? And after a minute, I thought, well, because he doesn't have Bitcoin. And it was just, it's this weird thing because, like, why does he? Well, because the value that he really wants, he can't carry with him. He's got to hide it. He can't have fiat currency. Anyways, there's a lot of things to unpack there, but I thought it was a good question. And maybe this episode will answer that question for him, maybe 10 years when he watches it. So anyways, great to have you here. Curious on those thoughts. And I'm probably going to start with the greatest question that I think you like being asked, which is, what is money? And what do you think about some of those thoughts I just mentioned?
That's great. I like to hear that your son is already thinking deeply about this topic. That tells me he will not be disillusioned by the world around him as he grows up. That question, the reason I named the show that question is because kind of twofold. One, there are many answers to the question, what is money? It is not as simple as it may seem. And two, I guess I'm making kind of an attempt at Inception in a way. If you've ever seen that movie where they plant the idea, I'm trying to just plant this seed in the minds of people. It's like, just ask yourself this question. If I could just get people to walk away with this inquisitive nature about money, I think that is a gateway into this rabbit hole that unlocks a lot of other important questions, like what is value, what is government, what is society, et cetera. So one of the answers I'll give, which I think you've already alluded to well, is money is the economic water in which we all swim. There's this great commencement speech by, I think it's, I forget the name of the guy, but he's talking about this this is water speech, where he says there's a young fish swimming by an old fish one day, and the old fish says to the young fish, "Hey guys, how's the water?" And the young fish kind of looks at him funny, and they swim on by, and then one young fish says to the other, he goes, "What the hell is water?" It's something that we think through more often than we think about. So this is the psychotechnological aspect of money. So just like literacy and numeracy are part of our cognitive software, money too is very much embedded in our mental architecture. It's a little bit interesting though, because literacy and numeracy, clearly these are just psychological tools that we're using, but money is kind of a hybrid, right? Money, it has a psychological aspect to it, but it also has to have rooting into the real world, right? There has to be some thermodynamic bridge, something to substantiate money. It's not purely a mental construct that we can just arbitrarily toy with, despite central bankers' best wishes and efforts. Another way to think about money is that it is a contract with the future, actually. So, and this gets into the aspects of money as kind of a marketplace emblem for time itself, for human time. So clearly we all tacitly know this. We go into work, or we start a business, or we engage in some entrepreneurial effort, sacrificing our time, our energy, our effort to obtain money, right? So we're trading basically labor for money. And then if we have rendered value to the market, or we've provided favors to the marketplace that it finds valuable, we can then take that money and redeem it for similar sacrifices from others, right? You can go to the restaurant and order your food, or buy your car, or whatever. So in this big global macroeconomic game, we're basically trading favors with one another. And money becomes this social contract with the future that I can reliably go out and exchange my time, effort, and energy for this token that will hold that value across time, such that I can redeem it from others in the future. So there's a couple of answers there. And then, I would like to speak to the treasure map too. That the pirate with the treasure map, I think this points towards the destiny of money, actually. Money it has to be encrypted somehow. Even gold historically, right? The reason gold became money, and there's a long history there, but one of the main reasons is that the alchemists were unsuccessful. We could not figure out how to create gold from lead or anything else. So the supply of gold was rigid. No matter how much time, effort, energy we poured into it, it was the commodity whose supply increased the most slowly and predictably, which made gold the ultimate store of value historically, for a number of other reasons as well, but we'll just focus on the supply aspect. That meant that gold's formula effectively was encrypted, right? By chemistry or physics or whatever way you want to look at it. No one could crack the code on gold. Right. So it is the destiny of money to become encrypted. And that's, leads us straight into the Bitcoin discussion.